Welcome to the Dive Heart First podcast, where we explore the connection between the head and the heart and where science meets spirituality. I'm your host, Jenn Walker, and today we are going to clear any suffering that you have had about being right in being wronged. So, if you have been through a situation that wasn't okay, and yet you are okay with being okay, then this episode is for you, as it is not about condoning the behavior of others. It is about clearing and liberating yourself with any suffering that you have had. Whenever you go through anything that has been unjust, it is completely normal and natural to be spun into survival mode. What this can look like is staying in a situation or a relationship longer than what you would have preferred. Either in a fawn state where you over rationalize the bad behavior, or a freeze state, as it's taking time for your brain to know what your body already knows. Once things get clear, likely it has sent you into that flight state where you get away from the situation or person to a safe place. And then when you're at that safe place, it's very highly unlikely that a fight state has arisen. That anger, as anger is love's cry out for justice and boundaries. If this sounds like you and you are here in this safe space away from the situation and person, and you have the boundaries in place, now this is a time to call back all your energy, as what got you here won't get you to the next level expansion of enjoyment in your life. So we love a survival mode. It's beneficial. It got you here. You're safe. It's done. It's complete. And if we allow it to continue to run, all the blood and energy is rushing to your jaw to bite harder and to your extremities to fight and to flee. And as that energy goes out towards the peripheral, it goes away from your vital organs and your brain. So today we're going to call back that energy back to your center, back to your vital organs so that you are well, healthy, energized, and vital. And back to your brain, turning on your prefrontal cortex, where attention, intention, intuition, creativity, enjoyment, curiosity, reaction time, coordination, metacognition, all the things that we're interested in having online that actually set us up for more safety, more certainty, and more ability to react to our environment ahead. So with that, I'm going to take you through a process that I have personally done. And when I went through it, and it was recently, I got so much freedom and liberation and power. So take out a piece of paper and a pen, and you're going to first think of the person that wronged you. Then you're going to write down all the things that you dislike about that person or that situation or what was wrong about it, and leave no stone unturned. And I know something about you. So that flee and fight energy got you away from something and reminded you on repeat to stay away. So all these things that you dislike and see wrong in them will be right there on the surface. So write those down and notice the themes that arise. Now, this is where the exercise gets interesting, as you're going to look at all the things that you wrote down of what you dislike about the person or situation and what was wrong about it. then you are going to look for examples of those things within yourself. This is some high level accountability work. It's very honest work. And if you're here with me, I applaud you and have fun with it. Okay. Have a lot of fun with it. I know for me, what I brought to this process and exercise was a past relationship where there had been a lot of lying, deceit, cheating, and infidelity. And the relationship ended, and he admitted to having an affair with a woman I know in a business that I helped and supported him to create. So I laugh now. Listen, wasn't laughing before. So the last thing I said to this man was, I can't imagine that this lack of integrity doesn't extend into other areas of your life. To find out so much more about him afterwards. So I have found out that he was lying right from the get-go of our relationship about previous infidelity, finances, and business success that does not exist. And I found out that all of those things had compounded over our entire relationship, and he added to it. So my top of the list was dishonesty, deceit. I had betrayal up there, lack of integrity. And when I went into this and looking at all the examples within myself, I was chomping down the humble pie. As even if we look at something like lying, like even if I say, oh, I love your sweater and I don't mean it, that's out of integrity and that's dishonest. For me, like if you ever snuck around to go to a party in high school and lied to your parents, that's deceit. So you want to look at everything, like all the little things, but I also wrote down some things that I am not proud of. Things in my past where I've acted out of alignment with my values. And I wrote those things down. And I wrote down even seeing the lies and betrayal that I had even in that relationship, as I betrayed my own intuition before he ever had a chance to betray me. And I was lying to myself in that relationship with him. So you can see all the examples and just write it all down. And, we are not our worst moments, and we are not the good things. We are not the bad things. We are the loving awareness, noticing it all. So the only way we can stay stuck in life is through identity and judgment. And as we look at all these things, typically, if we're pointing at someone else, there's three fingers pointed back at us. And as you do this exercise, you might notice that these things that you have disliked in others have been things that you have either disowned or been ashamed of. And when we look at them with our wise eyes of understanding, acceptance, and spreading so much love and compassion over all of it, we bring back our energy. We're back into our wholeness. And then we have this full expression of life in which we get to live from. So have fun with that one. And if you're anything like me and you've been chomping back the humble pie, and that's the thing, like the antidote to all of this is to have some humor, have a lot of compassion and curiosity. And once you're done that aspect of the exercise, the cherry on top is to look at how this situation, this experience has benefited you. Okay, so this one, I'll give you an example for myself. With this person, his first infidelity that I became aware of rocked me. I was in so much pain. And I'm not like a 100% accountability kind of girl. So like, what can I do to clear this in my body and my brain? So I learned a whole new therapeutic model of therapy, rapid resolution therapy, which was excellent on so many different ways, and it has developed me professionally in a beautiful way in helping others. And in this modality, it has a phenomenal section on grief and understanding the brain with grief and death. And unbeknownst to me, I was about to head into a year where both my parents would pass away. And I had this access that I didn't even know I needed. And I was able to navigate that in such a beautiful, connected way that is priceless. And I wouldn't have had that. I wouldn't have had that time with them in the way that I had it if I hadn't done RRT. And the only reason I did RRT was that experience that I had with that person. Then, because I'm an overachiever, I also did a week-long advanced retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza, where there was so much that I learned there on an energetic level, accessing my pineal gland, no big deal, quantum space, like talk about it. We'll talk about it later in another episode. And then still, like, I have furthered my education, really understanding like this stuff. Like, I really want to be an expert, clear it not only in my life and myself, but then be able to clear it in other people's bodies and brains. And that led me to learning a new healing hypnosis process that's absolutely beautiful called soul medicine, something that I have been playing with and practicing for the last month, and just great. Like, I am so excited to finally like finalize the baking and cooking of it and like take it to the world. So this one experience has been a catalytic effect in my professional life that, I mean, it's amazing. And also my personal life, like the new experiences that I've had, the adventures that I've been able to go on, the new relationships that I got to experience, opportunities, like you name it. So when you look at things and see things of what was categorized as wrong before, but then it led to all the things that are right, we start to see things in a different light. And I was joking with a friend, I was sharing all this, and I was like, listen, like, I mean, we should give him credit. We should give him credit because I'm going to help all these people. And he did that through me. And my friend was like, oh, okay, whoa. We're not going to give him credit. And that's where I said, well, if we can't give him credit, then we also can't give him blame. And that's it. So have fun with this one. Look at the situation in a way that can liberate you. Look at the situation, write down all the things that you dislike about the person, about the situation, all the things that were wrong. Then look for examples with loving compassion in yourself. And as you do that, put the cherry on top and look at all the ways in which this situation benefited you. Because the truth is, you did it. It's complete. It's done. You survived. It's over. And with that, if you've enjoyed this podcast, do all the things. Press all the buttons, the likes, the share, the subscribe, the follow, the comment, the rate, the review. Do all the things, as it really does help get this podcast out to more people. And until next time, thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me. I love you, and go out and have an absolutely tremendous day.